Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So this is kind of a funny thing. So I was doing my showcase yesterday for the LR Goku and Vegeta, the newest DOKKANFEST LR that is out in the game. What I was trying to do was to just see how well Goku and Vegeta could tank against the final phase Tech Cell Max. As we know, Tech Cell Max is the strongest boss in the game, right? So I wanted to, of course, right, new DOKKANFEST LRs, Metal Coolers, or Carnival LR, these are, you know, supposed to be the heights of the game, the pinnacle of the game. So we need to know how well they could do against what is the toughest fight in the game right here, Cell Max. So all I wanted to do was to have my Rainbowed Link level 10 Goku and Vegeta transform, and then, you know, double super at least, just two supers, and then see how I tank Cell Max. In order to do that, it took me like 2 hours of recording, because Goku and Vegeta have a very, very frustrating condition to transform, right? They have to super attack 3 times, and they have to get hit 7 times. I think my Goku and Vegeta, this one right here, doesn't even transform in this entire fight, right? I don't think we even receive 7 hits in this entire fight, which it's just, again, they have a ridiculously frustrating condition, right? It becomes very difficult to transform with them. But in the course of this video, even though we have the tech androids on the team, and we also have AGL Pikkon on the team, we are, this is their leader skill, right? Their leader skill is movie heroes and join forces. So, like, you know, while recording that video yesterday, I realized, you know, right as I, like, you know, pieces of this are in my, you know, Goku and Vegeta versus Cell Max showcase, but not, the whole run was not in there. But after I won, I realized, oh shit, well, Cell Max is actually such a difficult fight that even beating him with a team, I would say, is still an accomplishment. I would say leader skill, no leader skill, like, Cell Max is such a difficult fight that any run that you win against him is an accomplishment, right? Doesn't matter if you're using Devilman, androids, none of this shit. It's still impressive to beat this fight, because they really went out of their way to make Cell Max just a real nightmare of a boss, right? So, we do have Pikkon and the tech androids on the team, right? As I mentioned. They are here specifically, well, I brought them just to make the showcase easier for me. Yeah, dude, see, this is a type of BS, right? Like, Cell Max just evenly spreads his attacks out throughout the entire rotation, so it just makes it difficult to actually take these hits on Goku and Vegeta. Yeah, so frustrating. But the tech androids and Pikkon, they both have an active skill turn skip. Both of them do, right? Pikkons we could use if Cell Max is above 50% HP, and I believe the android's condition is 30% HP. So the androids is a little bit better than Pikkons, and the androids also don't have a turn restriction on theirs. The only thing with the androids is it just can't specifically be 2 enemies, but Pikkons only works against 1 enemy as well, right? So the androids just have a better version of Pikkon's active skill. But we have both of them on here, right? So we could essentially get, like, back-to-back turns where we're not going to have to even worry about any nonsense from Cell Max. Goku and Vegeta, you know, I will be, you know, talking negatively about them an awful lot, I could tell, throughout the coming months, or when difficult content drops or anything like that. But Goku and Vegeta really do have just a monster leader skill. Leading joint forces is very, very, very strong, right? Like, that's a huge category. Movie heroes is just, you know, ridiculous. They're consistently getting, you know, new powerful options and stuff like that. But it's really just so impressive to see join forces get a nice leader skill. So there's just going to be so many different strong setups that we potentially will be able to use with Goku and Vegeta, right? Because they're going to have access to all these different characters, and because Goku and Vegeta have such a strong link set as well. That's one of the big things about Goku and Vegeta. They have Golden Warrior, Prepare for Battle, Shocking Speed, and Saiyan Lineage. You know, it's like they were designed very well in terms of their, like, key links and key abilities like that, to really work super effectively with that Join Forces team, right? Which just, you have all these units with a huge array of links, right? And making Goku and Vegeta have 4 key links, I think, is a good way to make them fit well on that Join Forces team, which can sort of be wonky at times, right? Now, if we look at the rest of Goku and Vegeta's team, like who we brought here, we, of course, have Vegeta and Trunks, best unit in the game, right? One of the big reasons why we're able to catch this W is, of course, we have them, right? Like, this unit really is able to perform at a super high level against Cell. They're really able to cut down a lot of that damage Cell does on that 1.8 million super attack, right? So they're able to help us out tremendously. We do also have Carnival Goku on rotation, on the team as well. So we potentially could revive with him, right? Like, we have a lot of different options available to us with how we can utilize Carnival Goku. And then we, of course, also have Tech God Goku. Now, I think at some points in this, this run might be a little bit weird because I was, like, giving commentary and stuff like that at the same time, right? Again, this was kind of a very unintended, like, just doing my showcase for Goku and Vegeta, I ended up getting, like, a separate video out of it entirely. Now, the other thing, too, is, especially running Pikkon and the androids, does clash a bit with Goku and Vegeta, right? Because Goku and Vegeta, they have to get hit, and, you know, Pikkon makes it so that Cell Max doesn't get a turn, right? The Tech Androids are going to make it so that Cell Max doesn't get a turn. So we're just going to have a lot of, you know, like, times like that. And Goku and Vegeta, Rainbowed Link level 10, they're not able to tank Cell Max unless they're transformed and they get a double super. Like, anything more than that, and they're taking really a rather excessive amount of damage. It's just really not good, the amount of damage that they will eat from Cell Max. I mean, to be fair, I don't want to really use this fight completely against them, for sure, right? Because of the fact that Goku and Vegeta are AGL. You don't really want to bring AGL units into this fight. There's no reason to, for the most part, right? Because, they just take so much damage. But, you know, you can see that Goku and Vegeta are still strong, and their leader skill is still very strong, that we were able to even get, like, a successful run where we win right here, right? Now, after they transform, right, remember, after transformation, they do have a 70% chance to additional super, which you know, is really, really helpful. If they would get multiple super attacks in, they also have their 30% damage reduction. They could actually be, you know, looking pretty good. You know, this is funny. We use... Oh, so you could easily no item Cell Max with this team, right? Because, like, look at the... So we use 2 Senzus. Look at the way we use them, right? Like, both turns, like, we didn't use them to actually heal, right? Like, that first turn, it was just because of the lock. And then this turn right here was also just because of the lock. So, this exact build could no item it. I guess, maybe I'll come back and no item with this exact build. Because I haven't... I was at this point, when I was recording this, I was very frustrated. Because I had one goal. I wasn't trying to win. I was literally just trying to show Goku and Vegeta's performance against this guy. But their condition is just so bullshit that it's very difficult, right? Like, I guess what I should have started to do was just reset over and over until Goku and Vegeta were in the first turn. But the problem, too, is that, you know, like, finding a friend Goku and Vegeta that's above 55% is difficult the day one. And, you know, of course, all these friend Goku and Vegetas, their link levels are also pretty low, too, which, you know, is going to sap us a lot of power as well, right? So, there we go. There's a good turn for them. Yeah, after transformation, I do think this Goku and Vegeta, they are wildly powerful, right? Like, they are able to work so good after they actually do transform. I might not even use the android's active skill here, looking at this, right? So, I mean, I guess this is sort of our last opportunity to use the android's active skill, though. But it's like, yeah, okay, so I'm going to rock Goku and Vegeta in slot 1 and then potentially try and... Yeah, okay. Hoping that... Okay, we're going to get one hit right here. Hopefully that will allow them to actually transform. But I don't... I don't think that they even transform, so it's unfortunate. Here's Carnival Goku, of course, taking over. The revive mechanic is really quite strong, especially when we have bosses on the level of this difficulty. Really, we should have foreseen how difficult bosses we're going to get with this revive mechanic actually in the game, right? Like, when UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta came out, The Gods of Destruction were very tough, but the revive definitely did help in those fights too, but it feels like these bosses this year are able to sort of test out this revive mechanic much more. Okay, so Vegeta and Trunks take they survive another super attack from Cell Max. Okay. And then we have Pikkon on rotation, so clearly Pikkon is able to get his dodge off right here, right? I actually probably, now that I'm thinking about it, I should probably go into Pikkon's hidden potential system at this point and give him full dodge. Additionals and crits are worthless on Pikkon. Like, you're not running Pikkon to do any type of damage. You run him, like, for his active skill and stuff like that. So I really should give Pikkon full dodge in his potential system, right? Because, like, if you're going to use him in this role, right, like, you just don't want him to take hits ever. That's the main thing. I might do that. Same thing with Fat Janemba. I think giving Fat Janemba full dodge is probably a really good idea as well, because Fat Janemba kind of is in a very similar role. Look at this bullshit, man. Turn 10, and we just weren't ever able to transform with Goku and Vegeta. So frustrating. But I believe we actually do so much damage on this rotation with the active skills, with Carnival Goku and with Goku and Vegeta, that we do finish it off right here. What's funny is, again, I would like to stress here, I was not going for the win. If I was like super serious about going for the win too, the other thing I really should have done was have this Goku and Vegeta in the middle slot, but I don't put them in the middle slot because, again, I was more so trying to showcase my Goku and Vegeta that was Rainbowed Link level 10 and show their performance against Cell Max. So I kind of, if you notice, this turn ends, I leave my Goku and Vegeta in the middle slot, which is very reckless, of course, again, if you're trying to go for a win, because they only are going to guarantee super attack once, and then their additionals only got a 50%. Nice, we got a crit on Goku's active skill. That's huge. And then Goku's going to get the Dokkan attack right here, along with healing a bunch from those tech orbs. Yep. And then there we go. There is our victory against Cell Max. So let me know what you guys think of the LR Goku and Vegeta. I think that they are a very strong unit. Definitely one of the top 10 overall units in the game. Very, very powerful. I just think that they're very frustrating before you transform. Once you transform with them, you're completely golden. They're very busted after transformation, right? With a 70% chance to additional super, right? Their defense gets really high. They get the extra damage reduction. They have the guaranteed crits at 24 key, right? It really can be very, 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 very impressive. But before transformation, they can be a little bit hit or miss, I would say, right? 8.78 right there, all 7 links activated, and no support. So decent damage. And of course, if we had, transformed with them at 24 key, remember they have a guaranteed crit. They have guaranteed crits for the turn at 24 key. So let me know what you guys think of the Cell Max clear. Thanks you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.